This is A-level maths, right? Paper one जो है हम कर रहे होंगे इस particular course के अंदर. Our timings are going to be somewhere around this time, 5:40, 5:45. इसके आसपास हम start किया करेंगे इंशाल्लाह ये वाली class paper one की. And 5:40 to 6:30 or 5:45 to 6:35, something like this. This is going to be the time for our class. All right. And now it's going to be a regular class every day from Monday to Thursday around the same time. Okay. Aaj ki class mein, as I said, I will just be going through a quick introduction about myself, about the course, and then we will start the concepts of our first topic from Monday, inshallah. Now, this is one of the 4 papers that we have in A-level maths, and this is the one that does not have any prerequisites. So this is the first thing that you study when you as you come to A-level. So I will not really be assuming that you know anything beforehand, apart from, of course, O-level maths. I would assume that you do have some level of understanding of the O-level math concepts, of course, because that is a prerequisite for A-level maths paper one. But apart from that, we'll be doing everything from scratch. सारे टॉपिक्स बिल्कुल जो है वो बेसिक से कर रहे होंगे. अगर किसी ने पहले एड मैथ्स किया हुआ है तो आप लोगों को काफी सारे टॉपिक्स पेपर वन में फेमिलियर लगते हैं, बट आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू बी अज्यूमिंग दैट यू नो एनीथिंग बिफोरहैंड. हम सब चीजें बिल्कुल बेसिक से लेकर चलेंगे, ठीक है? So that should not be a worry for you that you've not done ad maths or you haven't studied some of these concepts before. So that should not be a problem. Okay, we'll do everything from the very basics, from scratch, inshallah. All right, now let me just quickly give you an introduction about myself first. So this is my educational background. I did my A-levels from LGSJT back in 2009. My subjects were physics, chemistry, maths, and further maths. After that, I did my bachelor's from LUMS in accounting and finance with a minor in computer science. And a few years back, I did my master's from Imperial College London in data analytics. And since then, I've been in the field of teaching. I've taught at a university for 4 years, ITU, Information Technology University. And I've also been teaching A-level maths for the last few years at LGSJT, Lahore, ISL, and LGS 55 main. Okay, so that's my quick background. Maths is something that I have always enjoyed, and along with that, teaching, I'm really passionate about teaching as well. I really enjoy it. So this is sort of a perfect combination for me. That worked for me. I enjoy teaching, and I try to instill the love that I have for the subject in my students as well. So since I was always interested in maths, I used to take part in a lot of different competitions as well. And these are some of the achievements that I have in the subject, just to show, just to make sure that you feel comfortable that you're in safe hands, inshallah. Should be fine. Now, let's begin with a quick overview of A-level maths. These are the 4 topics that we generally do in A-level maths. There's another option as well, paper 6, but most people, at least in Lahore, most students, they don't really opt for that. We have the schools here only offer these 4 papers. All right, we are right here. We'll be doing paper 1 in this particular course. We have 10 to 12 questions in the paper. They come from a range of topics, or like 8 to 9 topics. It's a 1 hour, 50 minutes paper, 75 marks, and it constitutes 30% of your overall A-level math grade. And if you're only doing AS, then for AS, it's 60% of your overall grade. All right. बाकी papers हम अब नहीं कर रहे, but of course we have other sessions going on for the other papers as well. Paper 1 is considered to be the relatively easier of these papers, the easier one out of these papers. लोगों को आसान लगता है, especially after doing paper 3. Paper 1 और ज़्यादा आसान लगना शुरू हो जाता है. But yeah, so this should be pretty easy to understand, hopefully. If you remember some O-level maths, hopefully you'll be fine once we start doing these topics in channel. Okay, this is just a quick overview of the topics that we have in paper 1. These are the 8 primary topics that are listed at the syllabus like this. First of all, we've got quadratics. Quadratics may you have some concepts that you know from O-levels already, like solving quadratic equations, sketching quadratic graphs, and finding the turning point of a graph, finding the maximum point, minimum point, things like that. So there are a lot of things that you're already familiar with from O-levels. We'll be revising them again here, but then there are some new concepts like the concept of discriminant, solving quadratic inequalities, and other stuff वो हम यहाँ पे A-level maths में वो cover कर रहे होंगे if you haven't already done that before. Functions is the next topic that we have after that. Functions में आपने O levels में सिर्फ function notation पढ़ी होती है और एक linear function का inverse निकालना पड़ा होता है. In A levels, it's a major topic, and it's actually one of the more difficult ones out of these 8 topics, especially the function transformations. And a lot of people find them slightly confusing in the beginning. So functions जो आपने O levels में पढ़ा हुआ था will build on that. O levels में आपने देखा था कि linear functions को किस तरह से inverse निकालते हैं. For instance, यहाँ पे हम देखेंगे quadratic functions के inverse कैसे निकालते हैं. Composite functions देखेंगे, and a range of other things as well. Okay, then we have coordinate geometry. This again has a lot of overlap with your O-level math syllabus as well. इसमें start हम उसी तरह करते हैं, basic से midpoints, distance, gradient, equation of a straight line, perpendicular lines, parallel lines, and stuff like that. All of that stuff that you've done in O-levels already. We'll review them in the beginning in coordinate geometry, and then there are some additional things. For instance, there's been a recent topic that has been added to the syllabus, that is equation of circle. That is also part of coordinate geometry. तो वो फिर कुछ additional चीजें जो आपने O levels में नहीं की हुई, वो हम यहाँ पे A levels में वो भी कर रहे होंगे. ठीक है. Then we have circular mirror. Circular mirror is basically the study of circles, sectors, segments, finding areas of circles, perimeter of circle, area of sector, perimeter of sector, and similarly for segments. O levels में आपने सब कुछ किया हुआ है. It's almost exactly the same. इसके questions भी बहुत similar होते हैं जो आपके O levels में आते थे उसी तरह से. However, the difference is that in O levels you used to use a degree for use a unit for angles, which was degrees. यहाँ पे you'll be using another unit which is called radian, but concept wise इसके अलावा कोई खास इसमें difference नहीं है. ठीक है. After that we've got trigonometry. Trigonometry में we'll be discussing those ratios again, sine, cos, tan. उसके basics आपने O levels में cover किए हुए हैं. We'll build on that and discuss some more advanced concepts on trigonometry. This is also a major topic of paper 1. So functions is a major topic in terms of difficulty level. Trigonometry is also one topic. इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा फिर आपका paper 3 भी depend कर रहा होता है, because ये बहुत सारे concepts जो आप paper 1 trigonometry में पढ़ते हो वो paper 3 में भी use होते हैं. A lot of people lose marks on this because they tend to forget कि paper 1 वाले जो concepts हैं वो वहाँ पे भी use हो रहे होंगे. Trigonometry करेंगे. Then you have series. Now, not many of you might be familiar with the name. Series के अंदर actually 2 different topics आ रहे होते हैं. One is AP and GP, arithmetic progressions and geometric progressions, जो आपने O levels में sequences किए थे. These are actually sequences, arithmetic and geometric sequences. ये हम कवर करेंगे, और इसके साथ एक और कंपोनेंट, एक और टॉपिक आता है सीरीज के अंदर, विच इज कॉल्ड बाइनोमियल एक्सपेंशन. Now this is going to be new for you. ये हम जब आएगा तो वो करेंगे. Then you have differentiation and integration. These two topics are going to be new for most of you because you don't study them in O levels generally, unless of course you're from IGCSE. Then you might have some basic understanding of differentiation, but apart from that, it's mostly going to be new stuff for you. So we'll get to them when we'll get to that when we actually reach those two topics later on, inshallah. ठीक है, ये आपके सारे topics हैं, ये हम cover कर रहे होंगे. Today is 19th of January. When we're starting this course, will aim to complete it by the first week of April, inshallah. कोशिश करेंगे जितना जल्दी हम कर सकें. So complete करें, so you have enough time at the end to do some past paper practice as well. We'll see if we need to do some extra sessions in March at some point, so that we can speed up things a little, और इसको जल्दी खत्म कर लें और आपके पास end पे ज़्यादा time बचे. But rough timeline that you should keep in mind would be that we'll be finishing everything and at the start of April, inshallah. All right, and within the first 10 days of April, I'll try to move it ahead a bit if we can, by doing some extra classes ताकि हम जल्दी खत्म कर लें. But latest we will be aiming to complete everything within the first 10 days of April, inshallah, so that you have at least a few weeks after that before your exams start. All right, so that's going to be the plan for this. Now, as usually, as I do with my other classes, there's some important reminders you should keep in mind. Please make sure that you're joining classes on time, because if you end up missing the starting few minutes in a class, उसका मसला ये होता है कि फिर आगे आपको समझ नहीं आता सही तरह से, if things depend on what we covered at the beginning. So please make sure that you join as soon as the class starts. Make sure that you make detailed notes in class. I say this over and over again in my classes. You may think you understand everything when I'm explaining something. आपको सब लग रहा होगा, सब समझ आ गया आपको. But after a couple of days, you will tend to forget everything if you're not making notes with your own hands. तो अपने खुद से अपने हाथ से notes बनाने हैं. मेरे सारे notes भी आपके पास available होंगे. I'll come to that in a few minutes. But आपने खुद से भी सब कुछ note down करना है. खुद से भी आपने जो है अपने notes बनाने हैं. जब आप exams करीब आएंगे, you'll find out कि अपने notes से पढ़ना जो है वो काफी आसान होता है, उसका ज़्यादा फायदा होता है. और जब आप कुछ लिख रहे होते हो, it becomes easier for your mind to register everything as well, और फिर आप ज़्यादा उसको retain कर सकते हो. ठीक है, notes के साथ साथ I'll be uploading worksheets on every topic on Google Classroom. तो उसमें आते हैं कहाँ पे कोड आपको कहाँ पे मिलेगा. Classroom पे सारी worksheets upload हो रही होंगी for every topic. I'll be assigning questions from those worksheets. Please make sure that you attempt questions from the worksheets. साथ साथ don't leave things for later. जैसे आप क्वेश्चन असाइन करेंगे, since it's a crash course, पेस थोड़ी सी ज़्यादा होएगी. आपने कोशिश करनी है जैसे असाइन होते हैं उसी के कुछ दिनों में आपने वो सारे क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट करने हैं. ठीक है, दैट इज व्हेन दिस कोर्स इज गोइंग टू बेनिफिट यू. अगर आप सिर्फ जो है वो क्लास में बैठ के बस देखते रहेंगे कि अच्छा ठीक है ये चल रहा है, तो उतना फायदा नहीं होगा फिर आपको. कोर्स का आपको खुद एफर्ट करनी है. साथ साथ खुद जब तक प्रैक्टिस नहीं करेंगे, मैथ्स जो है वो करना मुश्किल हो जाता है. ठीक है, सो यू हैव टू डू अ लॉट ऑफ प्रैक्टिस. आई विल बी असाइनिंग अ मिनिमम number of questions from every worksheet, but that's just the bare minimum. That's going to make sure that you cover all the key concepts from every topic. However, you should still do the rest of the questions from the worksheet as well in your own time, and do more practice from recent past papers as well, uh, because the more practice you do, the better you'll get at it. वो बहुत ज़्यादा important है. आपने साथ साथ practice बहुत ज़्यादा करनी है. ठीक है, don't leave things for later. You only have 3 months to go. Make sure that you use this time well. uh, a lot of things depend on uh, this result for you as well. You have your university admissions that's going to decide where you eventually go in life, or what you want to do in your careers. So make sure that you use this time well. Don't waste this time. साथ साथ करना है, एंड के लिए नहीं छोड़ना. ओ लेवल्स में ऐसे होता था कि आप बिल्कुल एंड पे जाके सब कुछ कवर कर लेते थे. ए लेवल्स में it's generally not possible for most people to cover everything in the last few weeks or so. You still have 3 months. Make sure that you use them well. ठीक है, अभी से स्टार्ट करना है, बात के लिए नहीं छोड़ना कुछ भी. And finally, make sure that you ask questions in class. If you have any confusion at any point, you can just unmute yourself and ask your question, or you can raise your hand if I'm in the middle of explaining something, or you can write in the chat box as well. You have all of these options available, but make sure that you ask. Don't keep your confusions to yourself. कोई भी मसला है, कहीं पे कोई चीज नहीं समझ आ रही, तो आपने उसको क्लियर आउट कर लेना है, बिकॉज अदरवाइज हो सकता है कि आगे कुछ चीज हम करें जो उस पर डिपेंड करती है और फिर आपको वो समझ नहीं आ रहा होगा. ठीक है. So class में questions करने हैं, and apart from that, you can also ask questions in the WhatsApp groups that you have. उस पर you can post your questions. उसका तरीका ये होगा कि आप सिर्फ ये नहीं कहेंगे अच्छा ये क्वेश्चन है आपसे नहीं हो रहा तो उसको सॉल्व कर दें. That's not the way to ask questions on the WhatsApp group. What you'll do is you'll post a question and you'll post a picture of your working on that as well, and you'll tell me where exactly you're stuck, and then I'll be able to respond to that. I'll be able to guide you there कि अच्छा ये mistake हो रही है, इसको आप सही कर सकते हैं. I might not be able to solve complete questions for you uh, in real time. Uh, if there are any such problems, I will be trying to respond to them, but वो responses थोड़े से delayed होंगे. I might not be able to respond the same day in that situation. लेकिन अगर आप खुद से थोड़ी सी हेल्प करेंगे मुझे इस तरह से कि आप क्वेश्चन पोस्ट करें और अपनी वर्किंग आप साथ पोस्ट कर दें कि आपने यहाँ तक कर लिया है, अब आपको आगे समझ नहीं आ रहा, तो that will be easier for me and quicker for me to be able to respond as well. Okay, so you can ask questions on WhatsApp as well. That option is also there if you have any questions outside class. All right. Okay, now a quick word about the different tools that we're going to be using in this class. So these are the 4 different platforms or apps that we will be using in our classes. First of all, our live classes are going to be on Zoom, like you're having it right now. आपका जो क्लास लिंक है वो पोस्ट हो जाया करेगा व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप के ऊपर. Normally what I do is I change the link every few days. तो जब तक लिंक चेंज नहीं होता, जो लास्ट पोस्ट हुआ हुआ लिंक वही यूज करेंगे आप. But when it changes, I will be posting that on the group as well. ठीक है. So live classes जो हैं हमारी सारी Zoom पे हो रही होंगी. ठीक है. Then in our live classes, I'll be writing everything on this application called OneNote. So all the class notes are going to be there on this application, OneNote. I'll show you a glimpse of this as well. This is the OneNote window. This is the OneNote application where I write everything. Everything is saved digitally, and you have access to it using the link that I'll be sharing with you in the WhatsApp group. Okay, आप वो link से ये सारे notes access कर सकते हैं. What you'll have to do is you'll have to download the application, OneNote application. अपने phone पे भी download कर लेनी है, अपने laptop पे भी download कर लेनी है. So उससे होगा क्या कि जब आप वो link open करेंगे, the notes will keep getting synced there automatically, right? So everything that I write in class, you'll have access to that in real time on your own laptop or on your own phone as well. So make sure that you do download this application. It's really helpful. सारे notes की access आपके पास वहाँ पे real time में साथ साथ मिलते जाती है. So that also helps in case you end up missing a class. तो आपके पास एक foreign से एक backup जो है, first backup, that's going to be this OneNote application जहाँ पे वो सारे आपको class notes तो foreign मिल जाएंगे. Recording में कभी-कभी थोड़ा time लग जाता है. It might take a couple of days for me to be able to, share the recording with you. But क्लास नोट्स तो रियल टाइम में फौरन से आपके पास एक्सेसिबल होंगे. आप उस नोट्स पे जाएंगे, आप उस लिंक पे क्लिक करेंगे जो भी हमने उस क्लास में किया होगा. You can quickly review that. All right, in case you end up missing a particular class. All right, so that's about the class notes. All the worksheets are going to be posted on Google Classroom. All the worksheets and any other material that I may want to share with you, they are going to be posted on Google Classroom. ठीक है, इसका जो क्लास कोड है वो मैं WhatsApp ग्रुप के ऊपर शेयर कर दूंगा. प्लीज मेक श्योर दैट यू जॉइन दैट क्लास एज सून एज पॉसिबल, बिकॉज सारी चीजें वहीं पर आपसे शेयर हो रही होंगी, वर्कशीट्स भी वहीं पे अपलोड होंगी और आपको अब वर्कशीट सबमिशन वहीं पर करनी होगी. ठीक है, सो एज आई सेड यू हैव टू डू द प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चन साथ साथ और फिर आपको वो सबमिट भी करने हैं on Classroom, so I can keep track of where you're at right now. I'll be posting marking schemes for these worksheets as well. तो आपको अपने साथ answers check भी करने हैं, जहाँ पर कोई problems आती हैं, आपने class में आके पूछने भी है. लेकिन this is where you will have access to all the worksheets. Google Classroom, इसका एक class code होता है, मैं आपसे share कर दूंगा, वो आपने join कर लेना है, and then you can access all those materials. All right, and then finally, YouTube. This is where I'm going to be uploading all the class recordings, right? So you might have noticed I live stream all the classes so that they are already uploaded there. मुझे बाद में दोबारा से ना करनी पड़े, already uploaded होती है, लेकिन मुझे फिर वो playlist में add करनी पड़ती है. मैं और फिर मुझे आपके वो email addresses add करने पड़ते हैं जिनमें जिनसे आप उनको एक्सेस कर सकें फिर, बिकॉज दे नॉट पब्लिक वीडियोस, दे आर प्राइवेट वीडियोस. तो वो सिर्फ आप लोगों को एक्सेस होगी उसकी. वो किस तरह से होगी, आपने अपना जीमेल आईडी मेरे से शेयर कर लेना है ऑन द व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप, एंड देन I'll add your email address to the recordings, and then when you click on that playlist button, you can playlist link, you can access all of those videos provided that you're logged in using that Gmail account. Okay, so we'll have all class recordings available on YouTube. My channel's name is Math Prep with Ahmed Bilal. You might have seen that already. If not, this is the, what do you call this? Username for that, or the class link for that, Math with Ahmed Bilal. Okay, you'll find a lot of other helpful material there as well. There are a lot of revision videos posted there. In fact, paper one since the paper one session, paper one May, I have actually posted revision videos for every topic there. So once we complete a topic, you can actually use that revision video to quickly go over all the concepts in 30 minutes. वो सारे जो छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं हर टॉपिक के अंदर वो quickly review कर सकते हैं आप once you're done with the detailed topic और आपने practice कर लिया. अगर आपको quickly कोई चीज review करनी है, you can do that from there. All right, so that's where class recordings are going to be posted. ये चारों platforms हम use कर रहे होंगे. आपने करना क्या है, अब OneNote application download कर लें. I'll be sharing class notebook link where you can access these notes that I'll be making. Okay, वो आप वहाँ पे खोल सकते हैं. और आपने क्या करना है, आपने Google Classroom का जो मैं कोड शेयर करूंगा आपसे होपफुली आज इंशाल्लाह और before our next class, वो आपने class join कर लेनी है because all the materials are going to be posted there. That's pretty much it. So that was just an introductory session so that we get set up with everything. And now that it's done, from Monday, inshallah, we will be starting our first topic, which is quadratics. All right.